wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, I just noticed that.
This is a very quick replacement. We've seen both Group X play. We've seen both Hawkeye play. They want a different strategy. They want a different player to come in and probably surprise the Tyrants.
Wow. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
This is a good strategy. I mean, this is what you should be doing. Now we can see a quick pick on Grok and Alice. And Tyrants don't seem like they want to change their strategy. Or maybe not strategy, but their picks.
I feel like you're going in with the same lineup like game 1. And I think they have faith in the Freya, so most likely they can continue it. But the last pick, oh wow, hovering onto Moskov.
I do like the Moskov pickup. We've seen Moskov time and time again in the playoffs, and it's been mostly successful. Even in losses, the Moskov managed to pick up a few kills. Now we have a last pick coming in. Do you think Jawhead will come through? Or is it possible?
Jawhead is quite possible. I mean, they might go. I don't think they will go with the meta. I mean, yeah.
It is exactly the same as their first game. Even though they lost, they still went with the Jawhead, Gush, and Grok, Alice, Hellcurt. Tyrants picked the first time.
Fredo on Moskov. Okay, the very first time I watched SAIYAN on stage was MSC last year, right?
And was it Fredo Moskov?
Yes.
And what was it like? I wasn't there.
It was insane. They won.
Are we gonna see another Fredo Moskov insane again?
Yes.
Okay, let's ask the crowd. Guys, how do we feel about this game? We feel good. All right, we're going to be jumping into the game very soon. I want to get your last minute predictions. Peach, who is going to win this game?
SAIYAN.
SAIYAN. Oh.
Can we get more cheer for SAIYAN?
All right, guys. Wait. Let's do this one more time. One more cheer, all of us together. On my count. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Yeah, KBC, why aren't you talking at all?
Oh.
What's going on? You're thinking too hard. Who do you think is going to win?
I want to give it to Tyrants.
Okay, all right. We have a Tyrant here. We are into the game, so KBC Peach, take it away.
It's going to be the final round. It's a do or die. Winner takes it all, and loser goes home. AirAsia SAIYAN will start at the blue team, while Tyrants will start at the red team. And of course, Peach, may you do the honors. Where does the turtle spawn?
At your favorite place.
Yay, it's the top side.
On the north side of the map.
Correct. Yeah, this is like a starter that we always do.
I know. Finding out where turtle is, your favorite place, or wherever it is. I just want to see the action.
Oh, and here, this is the action. You want action? Rush is in scatters right now, as AirAsia SAIYAN will fall first blood towards Tyrants. And I have no idea why Harley is alone over there. I'm quite clueless why he wants to go there alone without the help of his other members. But then perhaps there might be a trade kill coming on board. Unfortunately, it isn't enough. Look at the damage being done by AirAsia. They are going down like flies. And Tyrants walking in like tyrants. They are. And they're gonna walk away safely. But then, early 3 kills gone.
We do have a Grypax Angela this time around instead of Tank.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the last game, in the first game, Hawkeye was the Angela. So, Moskov, we want to see more. He is gonna go in for Moskov right here. He tosses, but it's just more of a poking strategy at this point. Tyrants, it looks like they're doing back the same thing all over again in the first game. They're roaming, they're trying to get kills, but that wasn't very successful.
But then again, Tyrants, they managed to get the kills off very, very easily. I am quite curious what AirAsia SAIYAN was thinking during the time. Why are they going with one Harley into the jungle alone without any cover? And after that, they were in scatters, going into the tri-lane, trying to steal the buff away. As Tyrants, as I was talking, they will kill off the first total kill.
2 minutes in, Hellcurt is already level 4 and Moskov is also level 4, but look, hey, Alice is level 5. Okay, they just went up.
Ouch. Ow, yay. There's a lot of level difference between there. I think it contributes to the kills.
Yeah,
on the turtle and
also, there's a lot of Tyrants. They went into SAIYAN's jungle. They got their own jungle. They got the turtle. They got 3 kills. So that would definitely help them. It put them in the advantage, you know, in their advanced advantage compared to SAIYAN.
2,000 goal lead for Tyrants in the 3rd minute of the game. Fredo, he spots that out, but unfortunately AirAsia SAIYAN will have to fall for another death in Angela. Something is really wrong with this lineup. I feel like they are not coordinating well, and even though Fredo was there in the ultimate, he could have at least helped out. As you can see, Logan and Fredo will clear out the rest of the troops. And a turret has been taken down by Tyrants, giving them a decent lead in the start of the game.
Is going very aggressively because we do know if they buy time, SAIYAN is unstoppable mid to late game. That is something they don't want. That's why they're trying so hard to push and put pressure on SAIYAN right now. Taking out their core players, you know, taking out Angela, taking out Harley, trying to put pressure on Moskov. So that is what Tyrants is up to. But if SAIYAN can make it through, there is a possibility it will be, you know, relatively, I mean, it is not difficult for Fredo to melt them down.
Yes, it's not difficult, but then again, you're put into a position where you're already down by 4 kills, and the turtle is inside for Tyrants. They most likely is going to get that turtle and extend their lead now. If you look at AirAsia SAIYAN, their lineup, they need a lot of farm. The Moskov in the late game, he needs his hero kit. Freya also needs his hero kit, and it's going to be tough.
Yeah, and they are on a deficit of 4,000. Things are not looking great for SAIYAN.
Leon diving into the tower. They want blood. Xian coming in at the wrong time and will get the kill. Xian is not alive already with his Kashan being taken down by Halcon. So that's a trade kill. But then there is a turret down, making AirAsia SAIYAN's health line in the tight situation.
There's a lot of surprise attacks coming from Tyrants, but the more they do it, and this is when SAIYAN studies their movement, you know, expects them where to be, so that will probably be the counter to their strategy at this point.
And it's not the enemy turret taking, you know, Tyrants, they initially on the game 2, they went for objectives, then for kills, but this time around, they're balancing out, they're balancing both kills and both turret damage. This is one sick game by Tyrants, but then again, AirAsia not out of the game. Alright?
Definitely.
Not out of the game. They are a king of comeback before.
Yes.
I'm looking forward for that.
We've seen them do that. They are very... They do have that potential. It's just that, you know, the problem with the lineup that they have, it looks like initiation by Alice right there. They will bring Holly down. They are in a lot of trouble. Freya. Just like the first game, the engagement is insane by Tyrants at this point, but there's nothing SAIYAN can do.
They got locked down, shut down in their own turret lanes, and it's so scary to see AirAsia SAIYAN running away. Running away, like literally like...
Well, you have 5 heroes on you, 4 or 5 heroes on you, and Freya really can't do much.
In the middle of 2 turrets,
yes,
literally.
And she has 2 death, 1 assist, with only 2,400 gold. That's only probably enough for 1.5 items. So,
and it's tough. Like I see, I'm seeing the Moskov right now. The net worth is no closer than all of the teammates of Tyrants. His goal is so less compared to the rest of them, and it's scary to see that even Moskov right now, he has to get his hero kit, he needs to be farmed up, but it isn't happening. He's getting locked down, shut down, and even though he got the kill by Halcon, but then the aggression of Tyrants coming in here. Obi accidentally get caught off guard by Logan, and Logan will manage to use his ultimate at full production, and Tyrants perhaps will have to fall back into safety.
I like the very quick fallback by Tyrants right here. That Obi dive. I mean, it was kind of expected, you know. Logan, we do know his ult is pretty on point. Yep. He waits for it, you know. Patience coming from SAIYAN is just so good.
Yep. even though they are down by a lead, but still the patience is worth it.
Yeah.
And patience is a virtue.
Patience is a virtue. And we do have the Tyrants circling around Lord. It just seems that they want to protect it, but they will not go for it either, I think.
I think both teams already know that the Lord does approve, but we have to see how the Tyrants want to play this. Are they going to do the same Lord bit that they wanted to do, but perhaps in a more successful way, or they want to kill off some heroes first before going in for the Lord? We have to see about that. And
it's kind of dangerous for Tyrants to actually dive in for Lord right now, because all of SAIYAN's member is
alive. And don't forget, you have Logan, who is so on point with the ultimate, pushes away everyone and managed to kill off the Lord during the last game. Oh my goodness, Benjaha down to silver health, but Fredo has to be careful as well, because both of them are just melted down. Thanks to Grippex Angela, they are surviving at the moment. And Tyrants, they are just split pushing left and right, up and down. I don't know, I'm quite confused, because they are playing this in their own blueprint. And SAIYANs, in the meantime, not to say their defense is bad, but their turrets are getting lower and lower as time passes by.
Well, Tyrants is being very aggressive at this point, but AirAsia SAIYAN, they are pairing up to counter in the sense that they can't dive in as well. So I think that is a pretty good defense system by SAIYAN. It's just that sometimes...
Pretty good defense? Alright, well, technically pretty good defense, Peach. I do agree with you, but as time passes by, your minions comes in, the creep wave, and it takes down the turret health by health. So at a moment, turrets won't respawn, will not regenerate, and you will fall to the ground.
Yep. Well, things are definitely not looking great for SAIYAN. They need one comeback.
SAIYAN, did they notice this push? I think it's a little too late as Gushen takes that. Gone away. Instantly, easily as well. This is where, this is the outcome. You take down the turrets already, you lose map control, and when, you know, SAIYANs want to go in and try to defend their lanes, they found out that, wait a minute, I think the Lord is in the taking, and this is what Tyrants are doing.
Well, my question was, why did they even let Gushen out in the first place?
Correct. You notice, right, in the drafting?
Yes.
They could have...
I kind of expected them to take Gushen away, but they didn't. But let's try to see how they will come back. They are on the 10,000 gold deficit. Things are not looking great for SAIYAN at this point.
70% of map control goes to the favor of Tyrants. AirAsia SAIYAN, is this going to be the end of the journey, Peach? I hope not, because they have come a long way. They are the first seeded in the regular season as well.
Yes.
But then things are not looking good in the playoffs, and the lifeline just gets thinner and thinner day by day in ICU.
And I want to see SAIYAN come back. You know, like they did it in the last game. It was a 20 over minutes game. And we do have Logan here getting swan stop at the corner. He will go down. It looks like this is the time for a comeback. They will try to go for more. Angela hooks on, but he will go back for safety. But Jahan gets Helga. It looks like Alice will go down as well. Freya does go down to the hands of Gushen.
But look at that, the Lord is still in a sliver of health. AirAsia, yes, they might be able to come back for that, but I think Tyrants has done the duty already. They have broken down one lane instead. And the rest of Tyrants just said, you know what, let's chill back already. We don't need to continue this fight. We already tortured them enough. Let's continue to torture them and to the death.
We need to lay back a little bit, chill for a while, and probably wait for a Lord kill.
I'm gonna give you up, but nah, it's not gonna be the way. Like I said, AirAsia SAIYANs, they are trapped in their base. They lose map control, map knowledge, map information. If they have at least second tier turrets around, I think they can take the Lord for the taking, or the Lord still at least, but it's not working out now, and they are just barely surviving. Is this gonna be a reminiscence of the second game where can they even come back from this?
I want to see SAIYAN put up a good fight, because I truly believe that SAIYAN can try to bring a comeback. I mean, look at Freya. at level 11, if we can, maybe we can look at some of the item progression going on. And we do have a very aggressive push by Tyrants right here. They're all gathered.
Yeah.
They are trying to go in backdoor from the top lane.
In fact, Paige, they want to take down the middle turret here, even though the team fight seems like it's at the bottom lane. But the middle turret, as time passes by, is gonna take a lot of damage. The bottom turret does take damage as well. Logan coming in a bot, but he does get punished. However, the ultimate will move Swan away. Swan, can he run away from the clutch of dangers? An enemy turret has been destroyed, unfortunately. Moskov coming in here, but look at that, the aggression from T-Tyrants. They have a lot of HP inside. They have to run away. Jawhead will take down Harley. Is this gonna be the end of AirAsia SAIYAN? Another enemy turret being taken down. Another member, 2 members in a row. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys will be witnessing a wipeout and a heartbreaking moment. AirAsia SAIYAN are going down. They are out of the competition.
Wow, this is